Hello everyone guys, it's Pawsien here and welcome to my channel. So this is my first video in English and I'm really anxious about it but also super excited, so you can support me by just subscribing, leaving a like and a comment. So as my first video I wanted to make an LPSGram tag that I just created because this is my favorite social network, and sorry for any mistakes that I can make in my pronunciation because I'm not a native speaker. The first question of my tag is: when did you first join LPSGram and how it was? Well, I can say I've been always taking pictures of LPS and posting them, but actually I joined LPSGram like starting to communicate with people more and taking more professional pictures somewhere in 2016, and it was pretty hard for me because I didn't know English well then and it took a really long time for me to reply to messages and texts. So yeah. The second question of my tag is: what's the meaning behind your username? My Instagram username is just like here, Pawsien, and actually there's not any specific meaning. Like, it's just a mix of two words, pause and alien, and it just sounds cool for me. So the third question is: what I use for taking and editing my pictures? Well, for taking my pictures and also for filming, I use my camera Nikon D3200. And for editing, I actually use a lot of apps. I wanted to make another video on both how I take my pictures and how I edit them, to show you some tips and tricks. The fourth question is: name your 3 favorite LPS photographer. Oh, that is pretty hard because there are a lot of people I really like. The first of my favorite photographers is probably LPSG because she's like the creator of LPSGram and her pictures are actually super inspirational for me. The second photographer is LPStubers because I really like how aesthetic and like Tumblr her creativity is. And the last one is LPStubers. Just look at her photos. I think I shouldn't tell anything else. The next question is: where do you usually find inspiration? Well, I usually get my inspiration from just daily life, like my friends, but sometimes I like to look for it on Pinterest. Like, I also find all of my wallpapers there, and I also like watching videos how people take their pictures or how they edit it, and it also inspires me. The next question is: do you have any struggles while taking LPS pictures? Of course I do. My main struggle is when I have to take a picture in front of a huge crowd of people and they're like all staring at me like, wow, it's a girl holding a pad and taking pictures of a plastic toy. Well, actually I've got a lot of pictures taken in a crowded place, like for example this one. It was taken in a shopping mall and you actually can see some people walking in the background. Yes, I usually overcame this fear, but it's still annoying for me. And the second struggle is when I take a really beautiful picture and I really want to post it, but it just doesn't match my theme. The next question is: what's your favorite kind of LPS photography? Show an example. Sure! So my first favorite type of photography is such cozy and atmospheric pictures with like warm colors, a lot of bouquets, sweaters, but that people usually take on Christmas Eve or in autumn. And my second favorite type of photography is just like flat lace or pictures with bright colors. They like make my mood so much better. Next question: what's the amount of followers you want to get in this month? Well, I stopped caring about followers so much as I used to, but I really wanted to gain 4,000 followers because I just stuck at 3,000. And if you're still not following my Instagram, well, I think it's time to. Next question is: name one thing you like and don't like about LPSGram. What I like is probably how supportive and safe this place is. Like, you can tell all your problems here and open your mind and everyone will help you and you just always have a shoulder to cry on here. This is so great. And the thing I don't like is when people make dramas, especially dramas from nothing, like somebody stole their pictures and they're doing 100 stories and telling everyone about it and like involving a lot of people, and this is just so weird and stupid. The next question is: what tips can you give to smaller accounts? Well, basically just try to be more creative and bring something new here, and also start to care about followers less and do photography just because you like it, because it's your hobby and not in order to become famous. And the other tip I want to give is try to improve your photography skills because yep, you can always do better. And the last question is: name 3 LPStubers to do this tag next. Well, actually everyone can do this, but I wanted to give this tag to LPS Kira, Kelly LPS TV and LPS Superfresh. It would be really fun if they do this. Thanks for watching guys, see you soon!